looking at their lineup, I think their sustain is way too high.
It
If
is.
you are the Harriet here, you can't really combo someone. Only the Parsa, and the Parsa can actually pop the wings by wings and just flew away. Dude, this lineup for the side of TCN, I think it's not an experiment. They've been practicing this. I think
It seems
the
so.
Balmond Pink can dominate a side lane because of his kits.
Yep.
Plus, it's not his job is not to really kill, but his job is just to like sustain that lane and win it.
Yep. And it's a matter of how you're gonna use your advantage now, because the thing with Balmond type of strategies is that they can easily be countered by your opponents. But nevertheless, there's only one problem that I think he's facing. That's just the Valir. Harriet is not that a problem. Masha is not a problem for the Balmond as well. And maybe the export is also a problem, but not much. And I guess that maybe later he will supply that ultimate that deals more damage the lower the HP is for your opponents. And that's great because you have high damage dealers now with the Esmeralda as well as the Yuzhong and the Farsa. They have heavy damage dealers, and then you have that finisher ultimate coming out from the Balmond.
Yeah. Plus they can quickly catch heroes with the Yuzhong Black Dragon and the Feathered Airstrike. So this is the combo coming in for the side of TCN. Meanwhile, on the other side of the equation, you still have a Harriet composition. Again, the simpler, the better Wolf combo. It's quite easier to execute for the side of Team Impunity KH, their lineup. Because, again, you just want to feed this Harriet. You just want to give him all the space in the world and just let Masha do Masha things. There you go, dude. Niker taking that first blood.
We know that Niker is one of those very good players. I've seen him play the Jawhead during the Razor Saddest Asia Invitational, which we were luckily able to cast Manji, and I'm so happy to be part of that team. We're seeing Impunity KH, and they're also, how do I say this, banking on the great plays that can come out of this specific player. Niker is one of those players who have that quote-unquote superstar trigger for Impunity KH, and if he's able to pop off, man, you can see Impunity KH defeat their opponent so easily.
I think Niker is to be considered the clutch player, the X Factor.
The X Factor,
right?
That's right.
For Impunity KH, can sometimes pull off miracle plays, can sometimes pull off risky plays that can sometimes probably lead to a victory or a defeat. But as I say this, nice Purify coming in for the team of TCN to dodge the Fatal Links, but that is the counter. Go retaliation from Ken, but both of the teams will just back off and will respect each other's skills. But no, not yet. 7 popping the perfect match. People are still inside the bush, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a dance-off here in the mid lane.
It's definitely a dance-off. There's a little bit of pressure from the side lanes. One thing that the TCN side cannot take for granted is this Niker Masha up top. You always have to put a hero up top just to fend off the push and make sure that he doesn't die. I could have sworn that the Yuzhong is easy to... it's not easy to take down a Yuzhong. It kind of makes you think that Niker really knows his matchups because he's able to win it against that hero.
He knows when to use the disarm, and I think the problem for the Yuzhong
from the chrono dash of the Harriet. But do you feel that that's gonna be effective in this specific game?
I don't know, man. It really depends on the maneuver. I think if the Harriet gets 3 core items, Esmeralda can, even though the Esmeralda gets shields, absorb shields, Harriet can burn through it, even though. So we shall see. I think it really depends on the mechanical skills of the players. But nonetheless, people are now going in the Turtle Pit, Wolf.
Alright, the turtle pit. Like I said, turtle will be taken by the Harith this time. And now they catch 7k. It's just the Atlas, a very tanky target. So as a result, they will not get any kills, even after the ultimate activation coming up from the Popol and Koopa. And I guess that giving up that turtle is not that good coming out from TCN, as that's Harith. Harith really loves to play with this turtle buff. Can get aggressive when he does feel like it.
Man, that shield though from the turtle, it resets.
Yeah.
And that's what you get with the extra shield and the extra dashes you get. You can really play this sour, aggressive, what do you
The
call
sour
it?
moves, right?
The sour moves.
The
from
hyper
OP.
aggressive moves, right?
Yeah. And dude, I think I remembered OP too. Like
Yeah, OP.
in our previous games. Like
That's
he
right.
is definitely the one to take care of dealing damage to the teams, your main core funnel. And man, Impunity KH, even though they're not really getting something, their lineup, it scales well
Yeah.
against the lineup of team TCN.
Yeah, because of the fact that they are how they say this, used correctly. While in the middle, there's 2 kills actually, including the Farsa. 2 of the squishy supports from TCN. This is one thing that they lack. Oh, but the jump in coming out from the Esmeralda, but he's gonna be
There you
pummeled.
go.
He's gonna be burnt down. And look at the damage. Yujong far too
But-
late. Takes down the Atlas. Might go for the X-Borg, but will not go for it. In comes the Flicker. Wanna go for the Valir, but the counter Flicker. Now he's punished. The Dragon has been slain. And OP just showing us some Harith moves out there. And I think that at a certain point, Manjin, in the Razor Satisfaction Invitational that we were able to cast, OP also played the Harith to great effect.
This is his one of his comfort picks.
That's right.
This Harith. And mind you, Wolf, what happened there was a 4-on-5 fight because the Masha, Naker, is just doing Masha things in the top lane. So that's definitely good news for Impunity KH. It will boost their economy up to 3,000 against Team TCN. Nonetheless, still, they will get the tower in the top lane. And Naker, yo, sneaky Naker.
Sneaky.
Sneaky Naker getting the Esmeralda. So wow, Impunity KH now back in this game.
Ninja is the
In the series,
Yeah,
I
in the
mean.
series, yeah. Ninja is the most farmed hero so far for TCN. And it's only got
Yep.
Cursed Helmet at this point. He needed to tank up for his team because you know what? There's not much you can get for a tank. Look at the top lane, the dive from Niker, but Sofu clears out some of the HP bars from the Masha. Popol and Koopa kind of feels that this could be good. In comes the star ultimate, and there it is, the
Ooh.
control. Do they have additional for this? No, they don't. But they're still chasing. Can he reach them? Yes, he can. Oh, just in time for another HP bar. Well done. Coming up from Niker.
Niker outrunning the dog. Outrunning the dragon and the dog. That's how fast this Masha is. That's why we call her the Turbo
The
Masha.
Turbo Masha, indeed. Wow,
And then Niker creating space for his team to probably get 1 kill. The dragon is here, but the black dragon will expire. This is the semi-black dragon here. Sopu trying to get
Ooh.
something, but Niker just doing it. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-for-2 exchange. Meanwhile, in the bottom side, even though you're sneaky, Niker, no one's sneakier than a ninja.
Yeah.
Doing things in the bottom lane,
Oh, but-
controlling
what?
basically the minions. But OP will actually, I think, he will get one. He will
That's
kill
a
one.
kill onto Sofu. I did not expect that to happen. I'm not even watching at that specific location. Top lane Niker wants to return the favor. The difference between Bamon and Masha is that this is a Turbo Masha. And look at how quickly he's able to take that turret and safely retreats as well. So that
Yep.
there's no punishment whatsoever
Oh,
inside of
there
TCN.
you go. Oh. Dude, look at the damage of Niker to Bamon.
Yep.
Half health already. And man, I think Impunity KH, they're really winning with their scaling. And they're owning the mid fights every time.
It seems like there will be a little bit of a tussle around the lowered area. Esmeralda pokes a little bit as well as Popol and Koopa with the wolf. They have been able to reset the Lord. Somebody was caught now. That's Rookie Maru or Valir, but with the flicker, he gets away. They gave it a bit more.
This dog is just annoying for the Atlas to deal with. Crazy. Still making a place and space for his team to get back.
Oh, look at that.
This,
Top
in this
lane,
deficit.
Bamon Ninja is going to be taken out for sure. But the Esmeralda, wow. Nice timing with the falling Star Moon, and he keeps Ninja alive.
Nice help.
Very nice help.
From Ken there in the top lane. And it will negate Team Impunity KH from snowballing for a little bit. They will just get the mid-tier tower, but again, nice defense coming out of TCN. The lead is not that big, Wolf. It's only 3,000. I think this is just one team fight.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely, Team TCN, they're playing really well. But as I say this, Impunity KH will go for the initiation. Nice last Insanity from Boom. But they won't get anything as OP will now start the Lord Take, Wolf.
Yep. But there will be a little bit of a gamble from 7K. He's taking so much damage, but he's just buying time. The Bamon ultimate off the mark. Atlas will be able to turn away, but the Lord will be staying by the hand this time. In comes the Yu-Jong, but they will not catch anyone. Or maybe they'll get one. But oh, the pushback coming off the Belair. Now in comes the Masha. His immunity is there. He's going to be chased down by the Wolf. There's the stun. Gets away. Rukimaru will be safe as well. And even after all of those mini skirmishes happening around the Lord area, it's still Impunity KH who's able to win and get the bigger trade-off.
Yeah. They've been getting the objectives even though they don't get kills right now. What I like about their lineup is that they're faster. I think because of this Masha. Plus the setup. Ooh, getting another hero. Is this a pick-off though? No, it's just a dog. It's just a dog. I was too hyped. But yeah, man, I think Team Impunity KH, they're playing with the Lord right now. They're joining the march of the Lord in top lane, forcing the mid fight. But now they will join it as OP is now too OP for everyone to deal with. Having the Feather Bevan and the Calamity Reaper, he can definitely take heroes down.
And look at the Turbo Masha down the bottom. Have to be careful about this. By the way, Manjin, they're already calling Niker Sneaky Niker right now.
Sneaky Niker, bro.
Sneaky Niker.
Yeah.
Being
sneaky.
Okay.
Being sneaky there.
In the mid lane. 4 members of Impunity KH. There's the Atlas. Goes for the ultimate. The single ultimate of the Esmeralda, but the Purify was there. Here comes the Yu-Jong. Damage is there. Immortality popped. Will the Atlas survive? It seems like he will. Sofu, however, so low, but he's taken out. Wow, that's happening. Sneaky Liger once again gets the inhibitor, but was punished. Almost taking down Ninja. Nevertheless, he still falls. But that is an inhibitor turret. Now we'll ask Manjin here, is that a good trade for Impunity KH?
I think so, because again, your main enemy in MOBAs are towers and objectives. So mission accomplished from the sneaky one. Sneaky Niker. Sneaking his way in the bottom side. 17 seconds onto the death timer. Not that long for Team Impunity KH to get back, regain their composure, and then go again for another forced team fight. 5-11. It's still not over yet, Wolf. TCN, we know that they have damage. I think Impunity KH here, they're respecting it. That's why they're being really careful.
Yeah. And as a result of them being careful, it just secures them the better spot of evening up this series. And if they do secure it, they will go to game number 3. Nevertheless, for the side of TCN, they're not letting up. They're still farming heavily. I think that the problem now is that they don't have the best late game course. Not entirely sure how Bamon will fare in the late game, but he is the most farmed hero on the side of TCN.
This is still a game for TCN to win, but Impunity KH with the discipline, not really doing any sour moves. Just waiting for Team TCN to probably land huge kills. They can actually bait out the Esmeralda ultimate or the Yuzong dragon form. But oh, Wolf, I think I know the plan right now.
What is the plan, Manjin?
Niker.
The sneaky Niker.
Yeah, it is. 10 seconds in, the plan will now commence. As 6 seconds, Naker, I don't know, is now preparing for the Lord. But as I say this, Wolf,
there's the big ultimate. The Babon taken out. Yu Jong is activating the Black Dragon form, but Niker fights the Farsa. Now Soulful, Dragonite form already. He's going to be pushed back and pushed around by his opponents. And as a result, he will not be able to fight. A little bit of push now. It's going to be difficult for TCN. Yep. While the Masha is taking care of the Lord so easily. He can take that one out solo for sure. OP in the middle. Zaman Force activated. Polystorm not hitting the mark. And he's going to be pushed down. Fatal Lex onto 2. In comes the last Insanity. And they're being melted down, Manji. They'll take out the Atlas though. And I thought that they will
be... the Lord too.
They took out the Lord no, not yet, man. Oh yeah, that was Masha. Niker, sneaky Niker, man.
Sneaky Niker, and I think this is it, Wolf. Impunity KH now pummeling everyone in the mid lane. Lots of pressure right now for Team TCN to defend this. Dude, that was a 4 on 3, 4 on 5 fight.
Yeah.
And plus, look at this. Rukimaru and Boom, they still have their immortalities. So I think this, I don't know, man. I think the scaling of the Balmon in the late game, I'm not really sure on how well it does, but it's not showing up here in this game.
Definitely not. And onto the bottom, there's the Lord being pushed down. Inhibitor up top. They pull back too. Zaman Force activated. There's the Farsa with the feathered airstrike, but in comes the last Insanity. Not the best usage. Yu Jong in trouble, even though he's on Dragon Farm. They found Rukimaru. That's the Valir down. Niker! Sneaky Niker! 2 more Masha moments!
Woo!
Woo! And they bring it home, Manjin.
I think the story of the game, I think it's clear. Who carried it and who brought it home